Today it's my honor to present an award reserved for those who perform exemplary deeds or acts of service for this great nation and its citizens, the Presidential Citizens Medal, and it's a big deal.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Snyder, and I am the founder, chairman of the National Foundation of Patriotism. I'm sitting here with Ms. Pat Stansberry, the executive director of the foundation.
Hello. The National Foundation of Patriotism raises awareness of the meaning, the message, and mission of patriotism in America and its relevance in the daily lives of our citizens.
For the past 18 years, we have been honoring an unsung hero from the terror attack on September the 11th at the World Trade Center. Rick Rescorla is credited with saving the lives of 2,700 employees of Morgan Stanley in the South Tower of the World Trade Center. His foresight and leadership played a major role in training the employees to quickly and safely make it out of the burning building. Rick remained in the building, escorting employees out until he believed that everyone was safe, until he went in for a final sweep when the building collapsed as he was inside. Over the last year, we have been petitioning the president to award him the long overdue and well-deserved Presidential Citizens Medal. On September the 11th, 2019, President Trump announced that he would award Rick posthumously the Presidential Citizens Medal.
We can never reverse the horrors of that day. We can never replace the precious lives we lost. But on behalf of our entire nation, I pledge that we will forever and always remember this incredible American hero, Colonel Rick Rescorla. We will never, ever forget. Now it is my privilege to ask Susan to join me on stage to accept the Presidential Citizens Medal on behalf of her great husband.
Meeting Susan Rescorla was one of the greatest experiences of my life. When I met her, I was a volunteer at the National Museum of Patriotism. She had come in to attend an event that Nick had put together in honor of his classmates of Officer Candidate School, Class of 465. Rick was a classmate of Nick's. Susan told the most amazing stories about her relationship with Rick. They were only married 3 years, and yet he made a profound impact on her life. Susan is one of the strongest women that I know, and her love and devotion to Rick, even in his death, is just epic. One of the questions he asked her when he was dating her was, "What are you about?" What an amazing question. What are you about? In answering that question, she moved through not only Rick's legacy, but she's created one of her own.
And now, on this incredible day, we are gathered here at our White House with the President of the United States, Donald Trump, in the country we love, with the flag we salute with so much respect, and looking out on you all. Each one of you is so special. On that fatal day, September 11th, 2001, Rick was seen fiercely herding the people out of the building, and then he and his 3 men followed the firemen, going further up into the South Tower. There's even a recorder of them talking to one another. "Leave no man behind" was the core of the 7th Cavalry, and I know Rick was thinking about his men in those final moments. The days after 9/11, so many people called me and asked me, did Rick make it out? Or to tell me what Rick was saying to them as he was bringing them out of the building to safety. He was singing Cornish songs, and sometimes even whispering in their ears, "Get the hell out, just leave, get out." And what was I going to say? Today is a day to be proud to be an American, because the world is still looking at us. And all of you here have contributed to keeping Rick's work and story alive, so it will be in the forefront of the American memory. But before I say the last statement, I would like to tell you something about what Rick said to me. On our first date, he said to me, "What are you about?" And I said, "What do you mean, Rick?" And he said, "Well, when I was a very young man, I declared what I wanted to be. And I knew that if I stayed on that path, that at the end of my life, that I would have done the very best that I could." And that's exactly what Rick did. Thank you, Mr. President, and God bless America.
Rick Rescorla's words to Susan. What are you about? The National Foundation of Patriotism is about recognizing heroes. Rick is just one in a long line of many of our nation's heroes that has never been recognized properly. The National Foundation of Patriotism's mission is to continue his legacy and to showcase the legacy of others. Please join us. You can do that in so many ways. First, we always invite you to join us and support this effort by donating generously to the National Foundation of Patriotism. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that relies on the generous donations of people like you. After donating, we'd like you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us as a member, join us as a volunteer, send me an email, and become part of history in a nation that recognizes its heroes.
What are you about? It's a phenomenal question when you stop and think about, what are you about? What am I about? I am about practicing every single day what I preach. What do you do? What is your active role in making America better than it is? When we think about Rick Rescorla, he was a man who continued to practice what he preached. He was always defending people. He was a protector. But he had a good sense of what his life was about. I ask you from the standpoint of what we are about. We are an organization that really steps out into the action of trying to make things visible to all people, to motivate you, to educate you, to inspire you. When I ask you, what are you about? I would hope that when you step away from this video today, that you leave with a purpose, a sense of orientation about what am I going to do? And you answer that. And you not only answer that, you put it into practice so that you become one of those people that I can say, I am glad I live in America. I am proud to be an American. And every day I will practice being a better American by doing something for America. God bless you. God bless the USA, and thank you.